Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here one more time and welcome back to my weekly dose of inspiration, empowerment and real talks. Today we're diving into a topic that's very close to my heart, which is building confidence and silencing the self-doubt. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you're not good enough? Or maybe you had a moment where you were about to go for something, a dream or an opportunity, but then that little voice in your head piped up and said, who do you think you are? Because you're not good enough. Let me tell you something. I've been there, and I'm not just saying that. I've doubted myself, questioned my choices, and even when I had it all and I had all that experience and all the qualifications. Let me try and back you up on these thoughts. I've taught, trained and coached people over years, and yet I've had moments of self-doubt. And you know what? I've realized something. Confidence that's not just land in your lap just like this. It's something that you build and create yourself, but not in one step, not with one decision, not with one action. Confidence grows when you show yourself that you can go through hard things. And it's like building a muscle. If you want to get stronger, you have to put into the reps, right? You don't walk into the gym and just do deadlifts with 100 kilos. You start from small. You challenge yourself bit by bit, and over time, you get stronger. Like me with my handstands, right? Confidence is exactly the same thing. It's built in those moments when you stretch yourself just a little bit further from what it feels comfortable, because maybe you're saying that when you actually are just saying yes, then maybe it's putting yourself out there a little bit more, whether it's to work. So think about it. Think about it if it could work, for your relationships, or just something as simple as trying something new. Whatever it is, it's something as little acts of courage. To add up to that, I will say that you will get unshakable confidence over time. Now let's talk about that voice in your head, the doubting one, the one that's always quick to remind you of what you can or can't do something, and you're not good enough, and what are you thinking, why you're not ready, or why someone else will be better than you. Well, that voice is in truth, it's just a little story, a story that you've probably been telling yourself for years. Maybe it's just something you picked up from a childhood, from your heart. I promise you, it can happen. Maybe someone also planted into your head. They put that shit into your head, and it's doubts. And whether it was a teacher, or it was a family member, or even a society. In my school, I still remember my teacher told me I'll never get anywhere, and I only wish they were watching this right now, because clearly they were wrong. Again, they created a story. They're not your cheerleaders. But here's the good news. It's just a voice, and it's not loud enough. It doesn't mean anything. You have the power to rewrite their story. And every time you hear yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, I want you to stop. Think, what if the opposite were true? What if you were good enough? And what if you've been preparing for this moment all your life? The way you speak to yourself really matters. Your words shape the way that you see yourself. So if you're constantly beating yourself, focusing on what you lack, guess what? That's what you're going to stay. That's what you're going to believe. But if you start feeding yourself with empowering thoughts, even if they feel weird at first, you'll start to notice a huge shift. Here's another thing I want you to share with yourself, because perfection is the enemy of confidence. If you're waiting until you are 100% ready for something, until the stars align and everything is just perfect, you're going to be waiting forever. Because confidence doesn't come from doing things perfectly. It comes from doing things imperfectly and realizing that you're still totally okay. I can tell you how many times I've messed up whether it was in my personal or professional life. I've fallen flat on my face many times. I can't even count. And you know what? Every single one of those moments taught me everything. Every mistake, every failure, every time I got something wrong, I grew. Confidence is not about falling. It's about knowing when you do and you picked yourself up back again. And when you know that, then you trust yourself to handle anything that happens in your life. There's nothing you can't do, you know. So here's what I want you to do today. Stop chasing perfection. Give yourself permission to be messy, to make mistakes, to learn as you go. Confidence does not come from wanting to be perfect. It comes from deciding to take the next step even when you're scared. And one more thing, surround yourself with people who will lift you up. Cheerleaders, find them. Your friends, mentors, communities that will inspire you, coaches like me that support you, and remind yourself on how amazing you are. Because sometimes when you can't quite believe in yourself yet, having someone else believe in you can make a big difference. I want you to remember this. You don't have to have it all figured out from the start. Confidence is a journey, and it starts with a small, brave step. So go out there and take it. Speak kindly to yourself and stretch outside your comfort zone. Remind yourself every single day that you're worth it, and you're capable, and you're enough. You got this. Listen, thank you again for tuning in. This episode really resonates with me, and if it resonates with you or maybe a friend that needs it, share it. They might need a little support from you today. And don't forget, you've always got someone in your corner. Until next time, keep moving forward.